hues of lavender and apricot paint the eastern mountain peak, replacing the heavy darkness with the gentle comfort that we seek. I sit on the dew-covered grass porch, watching the shadows dissolve away, feeling a quiet rejuvenation as the night relinquishes its sway. The blinding glare of yesterday's failures has completely deceased, giving way to a serene temperature that has our internal spirits increased. I tune the strings of my vintage auditorium instrument with careful grace, capturing the exact color palette reflected upon your welcoming face. The celestial transition performs its magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. I've spent decades performing under harsh artificial stage spotlights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic atmospheric display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The mountain wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild orchid vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The celestial transition performs its magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. Everlasting source of inspiration that no modern stress can drain. A brilliant, indestructible shield that shields us from the pain. See the mist clear, dismantle the fear. The light is so pure, our future is sure. Walking forward together gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. Pastel dawn, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful permanent smile upon your face. As the morning arrives, soft hues of lavender and apricot paint the eastern mountain peak, replacing the heavy darkness with the gentle comfort that we seek. I sit on the dew of a grass porch, watching the shadows dissolve away, feeling a quiet rejuvenation as the night relinquishes its sway. The blinding glare of yesterday's failures has completely deceased, giving way to a serene temperature that has our internal spirits increased. I tune the strings of my vintage auditorium instrument with careful grace, capturing the exact color palette reflected upon your welcoming face. The celestial transition performs its magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. I've spent decades performing under harsh artificial stage spotlights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic atmospheric display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The mountain wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild orchid vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The celestial transition performs this magnificent opening show, spilling a river of soft rose water across the landscape below. We experience an immediate spiritual elevation as the early breezes blow, walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely of any external despair. Of inspiration that no modern stress can drain, a brilliant, indestructible shield that shields us from the pain. See the mist clear, dismantle the fear. The light is so pure, our future is sure. Walking forward together inside the beauty of this pastel dawn today, allowing the competitive anxieties of the city to gracefully fade away. A gentle acoustic melody soaring high into the clear, refreshing air. We are completely protected from the reach of any external despair. Pastel dawn, painting our lives with brilliant grace. Leaving a beautiful, permanent smile upon your face as the morning arrives. Plush tufted fabric supports my weary body within this private alcove nook, shielding my thoughts from the frantic paces that the daylight took. I sink deep into the expensive fibers of this vintage upholstery piece, feeling my physical exhaustion transform into an immediate, total release. Your serene profile rests comfortably against the soft burgundy material lining, while the chaotic noises of the city outside are gradually declining. I execute a series of spacious, understated upon the nylon wire, capturing the exact essence of a mature, well-balanced creative desire. The heavy structural tension dissolves like sugar inside a hot herbal cup, elevating our low spirits before the morning responsibilities wake up. We feel an incredible spiritual transition as our separate energies link up, resting comfortably upon the surface of this soft velour cushion tonight, where every historical grievance is erased by a texture so soothing and right. Let the elegant lounge atmosphere dictate how our arrangement should align. We are experiencing an unbothered tranquility that feels fundamentally divine. I spent half a lifetime performing inside loud, gravelly rock entertainment halls, exchanging my internal peace for the adoration of stadium grandstand walls. But this delicate domestic configuration provides a far deeper validation, curing my psychological fatigue with a simple, quiet vindication. The texture of your deep vocals, my mind, like an organic lotion, calming the erratic fluctuations of my sometimes unpredictable emotion. We don't need excessive showmanship or an elaborate theatrical parade when this subtle interaction is the greatest monument we've made. The heavy structural tension dissolves like sugar inside a hot herbal cup, elevating our low spirits before the morning responsibilities wake up. We feel an incredible spiritual transition as our separate energies link up. Resting comfortably upon the surface of this soft velvet cushion tonight, where every historical grievance is erased by a texture so soothing right, like the elegant lounge atmosphere dictate how our arrangements should align. We are experiencing an unbothered tranquility that feels fundamentally divine. Let the clocks freeze, let the calendar pages stop turning completely. We've woven an invisible shield that protects our connection so sweetly. No material luxury can compete with the richness of what we share. A flawless artistic tapestry born from surviving the deepest despair. Soft and deep before we fall asleep, no rough edges remain. Goodbye to the pain. Resting deep comfortably upon the surface of this soft velour cushion tonight. Oh, where every historical grievance is erased by a so soothing and right. Let the elegant lounge atmosphere, how our arrangements should align. We are experiencing an unbothered tranquility that feels fundamentally divine. Velour cushion, velour cushion, babe, velour cushion, velour cushion. Plush tufted fabric, plush tufted fabric, plush tufted fabric, plush tufted fabric supports my weary body within this private alcove nook, shielding my thoughts from the frantic paces that the daylight took. I sink deep into the expensive fibers of this vintage upholstery piece, feeling my physical exhaustion transform into an immediate total release. Your serene profile rests comfortably against the soft burgundy material lining, while the chaotic noises of the city outside are gradually declining. I execute a series of spacious understated upon the nylon wire, capturing the exact essence of a mature, well-balanced creative desire. The heavy structural tension dissolves like the sugar inside a hot herbal cup, elevating our low spirits before the morning responsibilities wake up. We feel an incredible spiritual transition as our separate energies link up. Resting comfortably upon the surface of the soft velour cushion tonight, where every historical grievance is erased by a texture so soothing right. Let the elegant lounge atmosphere dictate how our arrangements interstellar frequencies travel through the vast electromagnetic grid, revealing the hidden dimensions that our mundane realities hid. I adjust the master controls, tuning into a celestial radio wave, bypassing the standard limitations that society traditionally gave. Our separate creative trajectories are wired into a larger design, an infinite matrix where our independent currents perfectly align. I execute a series of rapid, complex intervals upon the electric wire, conducting the immense voltage of our unquenchable artistic desire. The energy expands beyond the boundaries of this recording room, illuminating the darkest corners of the planetary gloom. We are connected directly to a network, completely uncontrolled, floating together inside the pathways of this magnificent cosmic circuit tonight, where the earthly restrictions dissolve into pure, illuminating light. A sophisticated fusion, tracking our infinite sonic escape. Before the synthetic universe permanently alters our romantic shape. I watch the digital meters jumping on the audio console board, reflecting the infinite possibilities that our collaboration has stored. The high-tech world can attempt to compress our authentic vocal tone, but they can never replicate the magic that makes this frequency our own. Your guitar phrases travel like a lightning bolt through the dark space, igniting in my chest an everlasting spark that time can't erase. We don't need the endorsement of the high society fashion crowd when this multi-dimensional harmony speaks so beautifully and loud. The energy expands beyond the boundaries of this recording room, illuminating the darkest corners of the planetary gloom. We are connected directly to a network, completely uncontrolled. Floating together inside the pathways of this magnificent cosmic circuit tonight, where the earthly restrictions dissolve into pure, illuminating light. A sophisticated fusion, tracking our infinite sonic escape. Before the synthetic universe permanently alters our romantic shape. Let the central power grids fail, let the skyscrapers go dark. We've generated our own electricity from a single emotional spark. No human architecture can contain the magnitude of the connection we feel when the synthetic world dissolves and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the signal stream, an unfiltered dream. Keep the rhythm tight all through the night, floating together inside the pathways of this magnificent cosmic circuit tonight, where the earthly restrictions dissolve into pure, illuminating light. A sophisticated fusion, tracking our infinite sonic escape. cosmic circuit, carrying our melodies out to the stars, far away from our historical cages and prison bars. Just let it spin. White noise crackles through the worn-out copper speakers of the audio deck, sending a strange, unsettling vibration straight down my neck. I adjust the analog dial frequency, attempting to locate a clear station, but the transmission remains blocked by a wall of industrial insulation. I'm holding the microphonic receiver, listening to the underlying electric buzz, wondering if our previous connection was ever as stable as I thought it was. The modern universe communicates through a high-tech layer of distortion, drowning our authentic artistic expressions in a commercial proportion. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel, trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. I watch the green indicator lights flashing on the laboratory console, reflecting the sterile conditions that attempt to manipulate my soul. I pluck a series of dissonant intervals upon my amplified steel cord, seeking an honest resonance that can never be replicated or stored. Your guitar phrases pierce through the thick electronic fog of the room, dismantling the artificial barriers of this high-tech recording doom. We don't need a polished digital master or a flawless computerized track, when our raw uncompressed instinct can take our autonomy back. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel, trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. structural integrity of what we express, when our synchronized human instinct is the only authority we confess. Hear the buzz clear, the message is near. Bypass the machine, keep the signal clean, trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion track in our auditory escape, before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. Static hum fading away into the concrete maze, ending the chaotic distortion of our high-tech days. Let the silence remain. Fingertips navigate the dark polished surface of this upright frame, sensing the ancient vibrations of a song that lacks a formal name. This dark wooden segment dictates a heavier mood, a solemn frequency, unlocking the private memories that I guarded with absolute secrecy.
I watch your hands execute those complex minor 11th intervals so fine, creating a rich tapestry of sound that perfectly intertwines with mine.
The acoustic guitar responds with a series of understated soft string bends,
articulating the unspoken truths
that our stubborn pride finally defends. The dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortion of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement, guiding our weary spirits home. We are content, creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome.
I spend half a life seeking validation within the commercial arena's glare, exchanging my authentic autonomy for a crown woven out of thin air.
But this minimal acoustic configuration restores my original clarity, showing me that genuine creative connection is an invaluable rarity. The resonance lingers inside the wooden cabinet, heavy and profound, a beautiful contrast to the frantic noises of the city streets around. We don't need a massive orchestra or a glamorous theatrical display when this subtle interaction says everything we ever wanted to say. The dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions what is genuinely real. Feel the note drop before the vibrations stop. Dark and pure, our devotion is sure, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. Timeless jazz fusion arranging, guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. Ebony key, a painting our sanctuary in the magnificent dark hue. An everlasting dedication from my soul straight to you. Just let the final chord fade. Antique parlor guitar sits abandoned in the corner of the dusty stage. Its varnish is peeling, its wood tells the story of an angrier age. I run my fingers across the metal wires, finding tension and rust, a monument to beautiful melodies that have now dissolved into dust. I snapped a silver E string while trying to force a passionate bend, a sudden sharp metaphor for a relationship we could no longer defend. We pushed our expectations far beyond what the instrument could bear. Now we are left with the echoing silence of our mutual despair. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony is gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song. The rhythm is faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. I remember when every chord we struck felt effortless and pure. We possessed a magical medicine that could any emotional ailment cure. But fame is a greedy salesman that buys a soul for a shiny dime, leaving you stranded out of tune and completely out of time. The piano pedal sticks holding on to notes that should have passed away, a haunting resonance that reminds me of everything we failed to say. We were so busy projecting our voices to the back rows of the theater hall that we never noticed our private foundation beginning to crumble and fall. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony is gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this tradition to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled make it uniquely ours, a scarred masterpiece born from surviving these dark, turbulent hours. Unwound, untuned, every creative ego wounded, but listen close to the space between the most beautiful song we've ever seen. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. Broken strings, but we can still sing. Let the new music begin. Yeah, let it ring. A distant horn player delivers a sorrowful phrase from the dim balcony suite, carrying an unspoken message that echoes down the empty urban street. The sound is suppressed, filtered through a brass dome of isolation, mirroring the exact texture of our current emotional communication.
I listen to the fragile intervals cutting through the midnight air, a haunting vibration that perfectly captures my deep internal despair. We used to speak with absolute clarity, projecting our thoughts loud and high. Now our conversations are hushed beneath this unforgiving twilight sky. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. I remember when our passion was a roaring brass fanfare so proud, capable of cutting through the noise of any judgmental theater crowd.
But arrogance is a silencer that caps force the expression of the soul, leaving us with these whispered fragments stripped of our original control. My fingers rest motionless upon the dark grand piano keys, listening to that distant lamentation floating on the autumn breeze. We don't need to shout our mutual accusations to the world outside, when this muffled resonance exposes the futility of our creative pride. The volume has evaporated from our sacred daily routine, leaving us stranded inside a dull, predictable pantomime scene, staring at the remnants of what we used to passionately mean. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Should we allow the final notes to dissolve into the concrete maze? Take a definitive step back from the edge of this prideful daze. Is there a way to remove the barrier and let the true passion blow? Or are we destined to fade like the embers of this late night show? Hear the sound drop before the notes stop, muffled and low, end of the show. Left with nothing but the echo of this lonely muted trumpet tonight, while the city lights outside flicker their remaining orange light. The suppressed frequency can awaken a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer possess the strength to keep. Hear the trumpet fading away into the midnight chill, while the surrounding world stands completely still. Time to walk away. Fingertips navigate the dark, polished surface of this upright frame, sensing the ancient vibrations of a song that lacks a formal name. This dark wooden segment dictates a heavier mood, a solemn frequency, unlocking the private memories that I guarded with absolute secrecy.
I watch your hands execute those complex minor 11th intervals so fine, creating a rich tapestry of sound that perfectly intertwines with mine. The acoustic guitar responds with a series of understated soft string bends, articulating the unspoken truths that our stubborn pride finally defends. The dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. I spent half a life seeking validation within the commercial arena's glare, exchanging my authentic autonomy for a crown woven out of thin air. But this minimal acoustic configuration restores my original clarity, showing me that genuine creative connection is an invaluable rarity. The resonance lingers inside the wooden cabinet, heavy and profound, a beautiful contrast to the frantic noises of the city streets around. We don't need a massive orchestra or a glamorous theatrical display when the subtle interaction says everything we ever wanted to say. The dark keys formulate a sacred blueprint of emotional release, dismantling our intellectual defenses to grant our overtaxed minds peace. We discover a rare sanctuary where all our artistic conflicts cease, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirit home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. Let the modern digital networks fail. We've secured our connection within this physical acoustic trail. No superficial programming can replicate the depth of what we feel when the black ivory opens up and reveals what is genuinely real. Feel the note drop before the vibrations stop. Dark and pure, our devotion is sure, striking our deepest confessions upon this lonely ebony key tonight, where the superficial distortions of the world dissolve out of sight. A timeless jazz fusion arrangement guiding our weary spirits home. We are content creating our own paradise beneath this grand celestial dome. Ebony key painting our sanctuary in the magnificent dark hue.
distant skyline meets the rolling hills in a spectacular shade of green. The most magnificent panoramic landscape my eyes have ever seen. I stand atop the geographic crest, watching the afternoon shadows expand, feeling a profound internal stability return as I overlook this fertile land.
The blinding glare of the midday rush has finally ceased to exist, replaced by a comforting warmth that has our creative spirits dismissed. I unpack my vintage acoustic instrument, catching the majestic sunset ray, formulating a gorgeous musical dedication to conclude this phenomenal day. The atmosphere of transition performs its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging echo mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. I've spent decades performing under artificial stadium halogen lights, navigating the cold, exhausting conditions of temporary festival nights. But no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into an immortal creative highway. The alpine wind carries the fresh fragrance of wild clover vegetation, providing a reassuring confirmation for our long-term destination. Your hand rests securely upon my shoulder, steady and completely strong, reminding my wandering spirit that this is exactly where I belong. The atmospheric transition performs its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid jade across the valley's rugged wall. We experience a sudden elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging through the mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. Expiring cosmic spark, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust and care, a brilliant, everlasting shield that we are privileged to share. See the colors blend to the valley's end, the light grows deep, promises to keep, fixing our gaze together upon the expanse of this emerald horizon today, watching the historical doubts and burdens gracefully fade away. A timeless soft rock arranging through the mountain pass, we are completely protected from the reach of any external glass. Emerald horizon, painting our lives with brilliant
disappear. Arid sand dunes stretch endlessly toward the scorching horizon line. An unyielding landscape devoid of any organic, refreshing sign. My throat is parched, desperate for a single drop of life-giving dew. A physical manifestation of the emotional starvation I experience with you.
I've been wandering across this parched valley for 40 lonely days, blinded by the mirages generated by the sun's unforgiving rays. My canteen is completely empty, rattling against my leather belt buckle as I search for an oasis where our withered affections can refuckle. The dehydration expands within the chambers of our exhausted mind, memories of our previous paradise far behind. We are crawling through the wilderness, desperate for a source to find. Drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today, watching the remaining drops of our evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody providing the soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloudburst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. I remember when our inspiration flowed like a rushing mountain spring, an abundant reservoir of melodies that caused our spirits to effortlessly sing. But greed is a song that dries up the wetlands of the creative soul, leaving us stranded in this wasteland, stripped of our original control. The piano keys feel hot and dusty underneath my cracking fingertips, a haunting resonance that echoes the silent prayer on my blistered lips. We don't need a golden palace or a magnificent swimming pool display when a simple cup of water is the only currency that matters today. The dehydration expands within the chambers of our exhausted mind, leaving the beautiful memories of our previous paradise far behind. Ooh, we are crawling through the wilderness, desperate for a source to find. Drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirst today, watching the remaining drops of our vitality
tragic fate. Can we locate a hidden aquifer beneath this cracked canyon floor? Or are we destined to remain skeletons knocking on a forgotten door? Let the skies open up, let the heavy deluge finally descend to resurrect the dying embers of a connection we want to defend. Parched clay, fade away, desperate for rain and the drought's pain. Drowning inside the vacuum of this extreme desert thirsty day, watching the remaining drops of our vitality evaporate completely away. An agonizing blues melody, providing the soundtrack for our parched state, hoping for an unexpected cloudburst to alter our dusty, tragic fate. Desert thirst, waiting for the weather to break for our survival's sake. Just a single drop. White noise crackles through the worn-out copper speakers of the audio deck, sending a strange, unsettling vibration straight down my neck. I adjust the analog dial frequency, attempting to locate a clear station, but the transmission remains blocked by a wall of industrial insulation.
I'm holding the microphonic receiver, listening to the underlying electric buzz, wondering if our previous connection was ever as stable as I thought it was. The modern universe communicates through a high-tech layer of distortion, drowning authentic artistic expressions in a commercial proportion. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal, entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel. Trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light. A sophisticated jazz fusion, tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. I watch the green indicator lights flashing on the laboratory console, reflecting the sterile conditions that attempt to manipulate my soul. I pluck a series of dissonant intervals upon my amplified steel cord, seeking an honest resonance that can never be replicated or restored. Your guitar phrases pierce through the thick electronic fog of the room, dismantling the artificial barriers of this high-tech recording doom. We don't need a polished digital master or a flawless computerized track, when our raw, uncompressed instinct can take our autonomy back. The interference expands across the subterranean communication channel, disrupting each digital signal, entering our master control panel. We must bypass the technical glitch to find our emotional channel. Trapped inside the frequency of this relentless static hum tonight.
struggle to reach the internal light of sophisticated jazz fusion, tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. Artificial program can outlast the structural integrity of what we express, when our synchronized human instinct is the only authority we confess. Hear the buzz clear, the message is near. Bypass the machine, keep the signal clean. Relentless static hum tonight, where the authentic messages struggle to reach the internal light of sophisticated jazz fusion, tracking our auditory escape before the synthetic interference permanently alters our creative shape. Static hum fading away into the concrete maze, and in the chaotic distortion of our high-tech days, let the silence remain. Brick structures enclose this narrow, forgotten municipal passageway, blocking the final remaining glimmers of the retreating winter day. I face a solid stone barrier, realizing there is no forward route, trapped inside a psychological labyrinth plagued by absolute doubt.
I navigated my vehicle down this uncharted metropolitan grid coordinate, failing to anticipate that the local infrastructure would be
so insubordinate.
The exhaust fumes linger heavily inside this damp,
dead-end pocket,
like a broken mechanism frozen tight inside a rusted iron socket.
The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair, as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual sight. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games.
I spent half a century sprinting down the wide avenues of commercial fame, trading my authentic creative identity for the prestige of a billboard name. But this sudden architectural restriction forces a much-needed pause, dismantling the illusion of progress governed by high society laws. Your acoustic comment reverberates
beats off the stained masonry facade, providing an honest, unvarnished rhythm that refuses to act as a fraud. We don't need a sprawling highway or a luxurious open thoroughfare when this enclosed space forces our souls to strip completely bare. The navigation system glitches, flashing a warning signal of total despair, as the cold city atmosphere chokes our capacity to breathe the air. We must confront the reality that we are trapped completely right there, stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual side. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate, exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. Restrict the trajectory of where our instincts lead when we finally rediscover the basic artistic elements that we truly need. No way out. Silence the shout. Face the wall. Survive it all. Stuck motionless inside the confinement of this dark blind alley tonight, where the surrounding concrete walls obstruct our internal spiritual side. No emergency exit available to rescue our separate, exhausted frames. We are forced to stop playing these destructive, competitive corporate games. Blind alley, forcing us to turn completely around, finding our authentic footing upon this solid urban ground. Time to walk back. Splinters pierce the sensitive skin of my bare palm, dismantling the artificial illusion of my previous calm. I run my hand across the unplaned beams of this unfinished frame, a structural monument to a relationship we failed to tame.
I spent my life hiding behind a smooth, laminated plastic facade, polishing my public image to ensure that nobody called me a fraud. But this rugged, uncarved cedar board forces an honest review, exposing the knots and imperfections that I always hid from you. The natural grain resists the sharp edge of the carpenter's knife, reflecting the stubborn friction that defined our creative life. We must accept the uneven surface without any further internal strife, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today, refusing to
protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Spiritual arrival.
I remember when our arrangements were overproduced and clean, a stereo product manufactured inside a high-tech studio machine. But standing here inside this rustic workshop, the illusions die, leaving me naked beneath the unforgiving rafters of the sky.
The piano strings vibrate with a fierce, unvarnished acoustic depth, as the smell of fresh cedar sawdust inspires each heavy breath. We don't need a glamorous amphitheater or a shiny chrome display when these basic materials say everything we ever wanted to say. The natural grain resists the sharp edge of the carpenter's knife, reflecting the stubborn friction that defined our creative life. We must accept the uneven surface without any further internal strife, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today, refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival, a primitive fortress protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Spiritual arrival. Contains no heart. We choose the uncarved edges that allow an authentic connection to start. Feel the grain, survive the pain. Unpolished wood, as it should, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today, refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival, a primitive fortress protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Rough timber holding our shelter secure, a primitive architecture that will endure. Just let the fragments settle. Subterranean concrete caverns amplify the sound of my lonely footsteps walking, drowning the faint distant memories of our previous heated talking. I stand upon the deserted platform, waiting for the transit car arrival, analyzing the graffiti-covered tiles that record the city's survival.
I hear the acoustic reflection bouncing off the curved subterranean ceiling vault,
a haunting reminder of the personal errors that led to our structural fault.
We spent our lives shouting out declarations down these transit tunnels deep,
leaving behind an accumulation of secrets that we could no longer keep. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul.
I watch the dust motes dancing inside the illumination of the vending machine, wondering how we allowed our romance to turn into such a sterile scene.
The tracks begin to vibrate, indicating that a vector is drawing near, while my fingers execute a tense progression to communicate through my fear.
Your voice travels like a
Subterranean lightning bolt through the dark space,
igniting in my chest
a brilliant everlasting spark that time can erase.
We don't need the validation of the high society fashion parade crowd
when this muffled resonance speaks so beautifully, elegantly, and loud. The transit infrastructure routes our paths into an underground junction line, attempting to bridge the geographical distance that separates your heart from mine. We are waiting for the heavy locomotive to emerge from the darkness divine, listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this underground acoustic frequency reconstructs our fractured collective soul.
Let the express line shut down,
Let the transit systems completely fail.
we've secured our connection
Within this subterranean acoustic trail,
No municipal planning can contain the magnitude of the devotion
we feel when the synthetic world dissolves and reveals what is genuinely real. Hear the tracks whine, stay on the line. The train draws near, dismantle the fear. Listening to the hollow resonance of this distant subway echo tonight, searching for a single spark of truth beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Though the metropolitan maze attempts to swallow our authentic identity whole, this Coarse splinters pierce the sensitive skin of my bare palm, dismantling the artificial illusion of my previous calm. I run my hand across the unplaned beams of this unfinished frame, a structural monument to a relationship we failed to tame.
I spend my life hiding behind a smooth laminated plastic facade, polishing my public image to ensure that nobody called me a fraud. But there's rugged, uncarved cedar board forces and honest review, exposing the knots and imperfections that I always hid from you. The natural grain resists the sharp edge of the carpenter's knife, reflecting the stubborn friction that defined our creative life. We must accept the uneven surface without any further internal strife, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today. Refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival. A primitive fortress protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. I remember when our arrangements were overproduced and clean, a sterile product manufactured inside a high-tech studio machine. But standing here inside this rustic workshop, the illusions die, leaving me naked beneath the unforgiving rafters of the sky. The piano strings vibrate with a fierce, unvarnished acoustic depth, as the smell of fresh cedar sawdust inspires each heavy breath. We don't need a glamorous amphitheater or a shiny chrome display when these basic materials say everything we ever wanted to say. The natural grain resists the sharp edge of the carpenter's knife, reflecting the stubborn friction that defined our creative life. We must accept the uneven surface without any further internal strife, constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today. Refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival. A primitive fortress protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. satisfied with a flawless exterior that contains no heart. We choose the uncarved edges that allow an authentic connection to start. Feel the grain, survive the pain. Unpolished wood, as it should. Constructing our sanctuary out of this coarse, rough timber today. Refusing to let the lack of polish discourage our ultimate way. Every knot and crack within these walls tells a story of survival. Protecting our long-awaited spiritual arrival. Rough timber holding our shelter secure. A primitive arc